In the previous episode of this series, we talked about sources of energy. We went through the history, introduction, types, and applications of sources of the energy. All those energy source types can be classified into two major categories: conventional and non-conventional energy sources. Today, we are going to discuss only conventional sources of energy. Let's start with the definition. Conventional sources of energy refer to those natural resources that have been traditionally used to meet humanity's energy needs for centuries. These sources of energy refer to those primary sources of energy that have been widely used for centuries and are based on established technologies. Scientifically, conventional sources of energy are those that rely on the conversion of stored chemical or gravitational potential energy into usable forms, such as heat or electricity. These sources have played a significant role in powering the human civilization and have been the cornerstone of industrialization and economic developments. They are characterized by their widespread availability, low cost of extraction, and established infrastructure for utilization. Conventional sources of energy have been the backbone of modern civilization, driving industrialization, urbanization, and technological progress. They have powered the growth of economics, facilitated transportation and communication, and improved living standards worldwide. As we got familiar with the conventional source of energy, now let's discuss different forms of it throughout history. Different conventional sources have different impacts on human history. Let's begin with woods. Wood was one of the earliest sources of energy used by humans for heating and cooking. It has been used for millennia, from the earliest campfires to fueling Industrial Revolution era steam engines. However, over-reliance on wood led to deforestation and environmental degradation in many regions. Coal. Coal emerged as a major energy source during the Industrial Revolution in 18th and 19th centuries. Its widespread availability and high energy density fueled the growth of factories, railways, and urban centers. Coal-powered steam engines revolutionized transportation, manufacturing, and electricity generation. Oil. The discovery of oil wells in the 19th century ushered in the age of petroleum. Oil became a dominant energy source due to its versatility, powering automobiles, airplanes, ships, and machinery. The development of internal combustion engine and oil refineries further boosted oil's significance. Natural gas. Natural gas, consisting primarily of methane, gained prominence in 20th century as a cleaner alternative to coal and oil. It became widely used for heating, cooking, electricity generation, and industrial processes. The expansion of natural gas pipelines and liquefied natural gas terminals facilitated its global trade. Hydropower. Humans have harnessed the power of flowing water for thousands of years. Initially, for mechanical tasks like grinding grains, and later for electricity generation. Large-scale hydropower projects such as dams and hydroelectric plants emerged in the late 19th and early 20th century, providing renewable energy and supporting industrialization. Nuclear power. Nuclear energy emerged as a viable source of energy in the mid-20th century with the development of nuclear reactors. Nuclear fission, the splitting of atomic nuclei, releases enormous amount of energy, which is converted into electricity. Despite safety concerns and nuclear accidents, nuclear power plants remain operational worldwide. However, conventional sources of energy continue to dominate global energy consumption, with coal, oil, and natural gas accounting for majority of electricity generation and transportation fuels. While these sources have fueled economic growth and technological advancements, concerns about environmental pollution, climate change, and resource depletion have led to efforts to transition to cleaner and more sustainable alternatives. As conventional sources of energy continue dominating the global energy consumption, different questions around it started growing around the globe. Here, we are mentioning three of the most frequently asked questions around conventional sources of energy. What are the environmental impacts of burning fossil fuels? Burning fossil fuels releases carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change and global warming. Fossil fuel combustion also produces air pollutants such as sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxides, and particulate matter, which can harm human health and the environment. How long will fossil fuels last? Fossil fuel reserves are finite and are being depleted at an alarming rate due to increasing global demand. While estimates vary depending on factors such as consumption rate and technological advancements, it is accepted that fossil fuels will become increasingly scarce and expensive over time. What are some alternatives to conventional sources of energy? Renewable energy sources such as solar, wind, hydroelectric, and geothermal power offer cleaner and more sustainable alternative to conventional source of energy. These sources harnesses natural energy flows and have minimal environmental impact compared to fossil fuels and nuclear power. In conclusion, conventional energy sources have played a pivotal role in powering human civilization throughout history. From the combustion of fossil fuels to the utilization of traditional biomass and hydropower, these sources have provided the energy necessary for economic development and societal progress. However, as we continue to rely on these sources, it is important to address the environmental and sustainability challenges they present. By understanding the history and characteristics of conventional energy sources, we can better navigate the transition toward cleaner and more sustainable alternatives. Through education and awareness, we can explore innovative solutions to meet our energy needs while minimizing environmental impacts. As we move forward, it is crucial to consider the balance between energy security, economic prosperity, and environmental stewardship to ensure a sustainable future for generations to come. Here, we have discussed it all in brief, but in our blog, we have additional contents, further readings, and some extended useful lists. Feel free to check them out. Link is in the description. Thank you for coming to the channel and watching the video. Hopefully, we were useful.